Obviously eating through it. So definitely had to raise the car up a solid inch than what I had it before, so that's fine with me. Here's an up close of the Godspeed two-way Maxx coilover for the 06 to 2011 Civic SI and non-SI also. Pretty cool, looking good. Also here, just a quick tip for anybody. So if you can hear, actually let me grab my phone. Where's my phone at? Where did I put my phone at? Oh. Alright, so let me grab the light. So usually a lot of coilovers and springs will usually have this serial number. It's a manufacturer part number. The 1801120 is actually the specs of the actual spring itself. So this is actually 180 millimeters from 180 millimeters tall, and this is actually a 12K spring rate. So just a little fun fact for you guys if you ever see a part number on your spring on any coilover. The majority of them will have it, but yeah. The 8th Civic is literally one of the easiest suspensions, I think. Maybe I've just done it for so long that it's pretty easy to take apart. So basically you're gonna take off this camber bolt right here, top, this is a 14, and then this bottom one right here, this is also a 14. Make sure that your whole rear end is on jack stands before you actually work on the rear, because if not, especially if you have the aftermarket sway bar, let me grab my light. Here's the sway bar. It's going to be hard to connect the arm again if only one side's jacked up. Okay, so just it'll make the whole biggest difference in the world as far as your installation goes. So just jack up the whole car so there's no stress on the sway bar. So obviously the car's up in the air. So how to check preload in the rear for 8th gen? Obviously car's up in the air, so you can take your hand and you see the spring doesn't move. So right now it's actually preloaded. This is what they mean by preloaded. So once you put the tire back on, everything like that, and you set the car on the floor, then that's when the spring is loaded. So up in the air, preloaded. When the car's down on the floor, it's loaded. So right now this is a good indication, obviously, that my preload is set because I can't move the spring, and that's good. Set to go. That means I adjusted the shock properly. The shock is that's perfect length to match the length of the spring, so that it has a good balance between shock and spring under load. Just a little pro tip. Alright, so here it is. Finished the adjustment in the rear. Perfect where I wanted it. About a finger gap. So looking good. Front's about a finger and a half. Want a little bit more clearance in the front, just in case, but overall, I'm liking the new stance. A little bit higher than I'm used to, but for the functionality of it and everything like that, this is how it has to be. So I think pretty much done as far as the suspension goes. See the rear. Looking good, looking good. Tomorrow I'll pull it out and get a video. Actually, don't. Screw it. It doesn't have to light out. I'll pull it out right now. Got some time. 7:32. Cool, got time. Alright, I'm gonna clean up over here and then go outside and take a look at it. sits pretty good. I think that's gonna wrap it up. Oh, another task done for the car. Next, I'm gonna start. The interior's already gutted and whatnot, so next is pretty much gonna clean up all the extra stuff, you know, like random crap that's just still stuck. So, gonna brush it all off, get it prepped. I'm not gonna go down to bare metal. I'm just gonna clean it up for the meantime, because eventually I do want to paint the interior. Here's a shift knob up close. This is I did a video on my Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see the whole video breakdown how I burnt this. This is a grade 2 titanium shift knob, so shout out to my boy Aldo again. Thanks again, homie. At least you know my fans are working.